What's up? How y'all doing? No, I don't want to break any mirrors, hurt anybody with busting a move, specifically myself. My name is Clay Murtis. I'm starting to get old now, and I would throw my back out busting a move. This is my 7th year with the Alliance, and I am fired up to represent what's called the Alliance President's Club. Where are my President's Club people at? Woo! Man, oh man, it's been a wild ride here at the Alliance, and first of all, I want to thank y'all for being here, committing to growth, committing to yourself, committing to being at the Spring Summit. This is going to be our springboard into July, baby, because we are taking over. We need to pack this room, and I want to help you. I want to help you grow, and I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain it, how we going to grow it, baby. So I'm originally from Colorado. And where are my Colorado people out? I met a lot of y'all. Come on, baby. It's funny. I was talking to somebody last night, and she was like, "You don't sound like you're from Colorado." And I was like, "I know. It's a problem I have. I'm one of those people that I just take on the local dialect. Like if you were to put me in Jamaica, I would sound like a Jamaican in about a week. That's just how I am. And so I've been here for 7 years, and I don't sound like I'm from Colorado anymore. So I called my grandma after maybe a month or two here. And I was like, "Hey, Grandma, what's going on?" She's like, "Hello?" I was like, "It's Clay." And she's like, "Okay." And so keep in mind, grandmas, when you get older, they people target grandmas to try and scam them for stuff. Okay, so my grandma is convinced I'm a scammer. She's convinced. She's positive I'm a scammer. And so she hung up on me. I was like, "Grandma." So I called her back. I was like, "Hey, Grandma." And she's like, "Clay, this does not sound like the Clay I know, okay? And so you need to talk to your dad." So I had to call my dad and convince my dad that it was me and not a scammer calling my grandma. So the longer you hang out at the Alliance, I promise, you're going to acquire words and phrases and maybe, if you're lucky enough, an accent. So I came out here, and does anybody ever feel just you're meant to be somewhere, or just life happens by weird circumstances, Latisse? You ever feel that way? So I was dating a crazy girl, okay? I know some of y'all have too. And she was like, "You know what we should do? We should move to North Carolina." And I was like, "You know what? That's a good idea." And so I was 22, and I just graduated college, got a biology degree, which if anybody else has a biology degree, there's not much you can do with it unless you like school, which I don't. So I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, let's move to North Carolina." And so I moved to North Carolina, and I was like, "I should probably get a job before I move to North Carolina, right? Be a good idea. I got bills and stuff. I'm a free man." So I applied. I went on Craigslist. Where are my Craigslist people at? We're few and far between. All right, so I went on Craigslist. I applied to this job. I said, "Looking for a sports-minded individual, hard-working, ethical, likes to have fun, and has a valid driver's license." I was like, "That's me, baby. This ad's talking to me. I like sports." So I applied to it, and this guy called me, and he started talking junk to me, and he just telling me all sorts of stuff about this company. He told me nothing about what we did, nothing at all. He's like, "We're just cool. Just come hang out with us." And so I did. So I came out, and they showed me the basketball court. Hey, that area back there where we're serving food, there's a basketball court under there. You probably realize that with the basketball hoops. So I was like, this is what I'm talking about. So I was interviewing and talking to people, and I was like, "Hey, what do y'all do?" And they're like, "Insurance." And I was like, "Ooh, okay, that's cool." So in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna just get the job, right? And 3 months later, I'm gonna look for a better job. So I got in, and I got around the people. I got around the leadership. I got around y'all, and I was like, this is my life right here. I'm committed. I just have to thank Andy so much for changing my life. And it's crazy how it happens like that. You date a crazy girl who tells you to move across the country. By the way, I'm not with the crazy girl anymore. You don't call the current girlfriend you're with the crazy girl. No, it's a bad program. So I'm dating a crazy girl, apply to a Craigslist ad, meet this crazy company in Burlington, North Carolina, of all places, and get an opportunity to not only change lives, but make a little bit of money and help people at the same time. It's wild. So whatever circumstances led to you being here today in Burlington, North Kakalaki, baby, I am glad you are here. So I started in President's Club, actually. So I started in President's Club, and the guy that hired me was like, "You should get your insurance license." And I was like, "All right, I'm going to get it," because keep in mind, I'm broken 22. So I got my insurance license. I learned how to sell a little bit of insurance, help people in President's Club. I can't remember the circumstances, but I had like a really good month or something, and Andy was like, hey, you sell the leads, right? And I was like, yeah, I'll sell the leads. He's like, I was like, I made a bunch of money last month. He was like, all right, we should go to the lead team and help the lead team sell some more leads. So I'm like, cool. So I ran the lead team for a couple years. That was awesome. Learned all about leads. And he was like, a couple years later, Andy was like, you need to become more well-rounded. I'm going to have you do ABTF. And I was like, perfect. So I ran ABTF for a couple years. And while I was in ABTF, I've been selling this whole time, right? And so I killed it last year for me. That was my personal best, sold 70,000. He's like, dude, you're doing a good job selling. He's like, why don't you go back to President's Club and help people make more sales? And I was like, cool. I was like, I'm going to do that. So that's kind of been my route around the Alliance, and I've done a little bit of everything. And I have a team of people that do a little bit of, have done a little bit of everything. So what we do in President's Club, if you're wondering, President's Club is like a sales training organization full of a bunch of crazy resources to help you help more families and make more money. So this is kind of an unusual talk where I'm actually going to ask you to pull out your cell phone so that way I can get you some resources into your hands, and that way you can kind of get a taste of what President's Club is about. So if you would pull out your phone to text this number, it is my corporate number, but I can text from it. And you're going to get auto text back. It's not from me because I'm on stage right now. So the number I want you to text, get your text message ready, is 336-343-4371. 336-343-4371. Now I want you to text GROW, just GROW, nothing else, to that number, GROW. Nothing else, no hyphens, no this is my name and GROW, because you won't get the auto text back. So just text GROW, and you should get a message back pretty quick. So that's an example. What you got is that is a call from PC. 336-343-4371. So what we do in President's Club is we've got all these different calls, all these different trainings to help you grow. Now my team is bad to the bone. So anybody here know Lucero Diaz? Woo! So Lucero Diaz is awesome. She is also a sales lady. Listen to this. Lucero Diaz, on the side, last month, she works here 40, 50, 60 hours a week helping y'all. On the side, issue paid 16 racks, 16,000 last month, side hustling. So she knows how to sell, and she will help you sell. So Lucero is awesome. She's a great person to contact. Get her information, get her cards. That way you can get to know her. The other member of President's Club is Stephanie Lee. So Stephanie Lee has been with us for 7 years. She's run different departments. She does all of our ZipRecruiter. So ZipRecruiter is one of the things we do in President's Club. If you need responders, people to talk to, we have a massive ZipRecruiter seat, and essentially we just cut the pie up and send it to our President's Club members. So it's a buck a responder if you're in President's Club. Stephanie Lee does all the posting. She's got more patience than I do to post those ads and manage them, and it's an unbelievable task that she absolutely kills. So what we do, our purpose, our primary goal is to help you grow and help you make more money. So how President's Club works, it's a subscription deal, right? So you pay 99 bucks. So 99 bucks might sound like a lot, but it's going to sound like a little after I tell you all the stuff you're going to get with it. So President's Club is kind of broken up into values and benefits. So how it works is, like a value would be like something you gain value from. A benefit would be something you touch, put your hands on. So like if you were at work and you were like, they tell you about your benefits, like you got a W-2 job, they'll be like your benefits, your 401k, your HSA, your health insurance, your dental. So the benefits with President's Club are wide ranging, but these are the things that you can put your hands on. So first and foremost, you can get a website. Now, I was like, that's what I'm talking about, a website. We're going to make your domain. It's going to be your information on there. It's going to have your picture. It's going to have your contact number. Now, the primary purpose of it, or I think the way you can use it best, is to edify yourself. Has anybody ever been in a home and the client's like, well, how do I know you're legit? How do I know you're real? Because you just asked for my banking info. You pull out that daggone website with your picture. How are you going to argue with a professional website, baby? You can't argue with that. So you pull out your website. It's a great way to edify yourself. Now, it's a great way to create leads as well, recruiting and sales. So if you promote your website, Jeff, people are going to go to it. But if you do not promote it, people are not going to go to it. And that's okay. You can use it to edify yourself. So you're going to get a bad-to-the-bone website with President's Club. Now, you're going to get this thing called WebPress. Have y'all ever heard of WebPress before? It's like a secret benefit that is bad to the bone. And how we use it is WebPres is a video service. So does anybody want to sell more IULs and annuities, kind of like Gina and Chris Alex and Van were talking about? You and me both. Those are big paychecks, baby. So what's cool is like we've got a lot of resources to help you sell more of those. And so when you're in the home, you can show people product-specific videos that are branded with your information. They're 3 to 5 minute videos about annuities, about IULs, about mortgage protection. There's like 80 videos on there. So this is kind of crazy, and like I feel like I'm gonna expose myself a little bit, not like that, but like I'm gonna show my heart a little bit, my craziness. So I was in a home with this lady, and I was talking to her about insurance, and like I was doing the green sheet, and we're going through everything. Very modest home in Durham, which is right down the road. And so like in my head, like I was prejudging a little bit. I was like, I see her income. She's already got a paid up life insurance policy. She's 78. Like I was just like looking for my angle, and I couldn't find an angle. And so I was like, man, I was searching. And so finally, like I start talking about her grandkids, and I was like, well, are you going to leave anything behind? Because I was like thinking children's whole life or something like that. And so I'm like, are you going to leave anything behind? She's like, well, I'm going to leave all my money behind. I was like, well, how much money you got? She's like, oh, I got like $380,000 in stocks. I was like, in stocks? She's like, yeah, some of it's in my bank account. I was like, really? So I started telling her about an annuity. And I would go for the BAM fam, which is book a meeting from a meeting. Okay, so that's where you go and you set up with the client for the next week to go over the product and all that stuff. And I was like, I'm going to leave you this book. And I have one of the Safe Money books. And she's like, oh, I can't read. And I was like, what? Like we've been talking, I've been writing and showing you stuff. She's like, well, I'm legally blind. I can't really, like reading is annoying for me. And I was like, oh, got it. I was like, if only there was a way for me to convey this information to you now. What is a way? WebPres. I was like, WebPres. I was like, so I pull these videos out, right? It's a video on annuities. It's got Warren Buffett on there. I show her this video on annuities, and she was like this. I'm in. I was like, perfect. I'll be back next week. So WebPres is a cool video service that is just a free subscription with President's Club that allows you to essentially help your clients make more sales and grow your business. Okay, so that's called WebPres. So along with WebPres, some of the tangible benefits you get with President's Club is we'll help you hire an admin. So if you don't have an admin, you are your admin, and you are paid the most when you are selling or you are recruiting people. So we will post an ad for you. So current President's Club members, if you did not know this, we will post an ad for you to hire an admin. Okay. You hire them. I don't know what you like. I don't know who you want to hire. You hire them, and then once you get them hired, we'll help train them. Stephanie Lee will train them. She'll teach them all the stuff. So you tell us where and how much, and we'll get them in, okay? So we'll help you hire an admin with President's Club. Along with that, Stephanie Lee's helped hire a bunch of people admin. Jared Gonzalez, I know Jessica Phillips, Marcus Richardson. She's hired a bunch of people admins over the last couple of months, so we can get it done fast, for real. And finally, we do a lot of weekly calls. So I think in that grow text, did y'all get that weekly call or the coffee is for closers? Yep. All right, so listen to that. So if you're struggling with like closing in the home, listen to that call. It's called Coffee is for Closers. We did it with just a couple of our top producers, and we asked them common objections over the phone or in the home. And we kind of did like a Q&A type deal. What would you say to this objection? So listen to that call. It'll help you. I was talking to Annette Ivy the other day, and I was like, listen to this call. And she's like, all right. She wrote $7,000 the next week after listening to that call. And I don't know. I think it was all Annette, but I'm going to take 1% credit for that call. Come on, there she is. So just extra resources to help you. Now, where does the value come in from President's Club? The value comes in from kind of like the benefits you can't really qualitate, right? Qualitative, quantitative. Quantitative you can point to and look at. Qualitative, you're just like more feelings and helping grow your business, the stuff I can't measure, right? So Jared Gonzalez the other day, I was talking to her and I was like, hey, who's some people that you like that you're excited about? I was trying to help her grow her team. She's like, well, you got to talk to Latavia down in Charlotte. And I was like, all right, so I call Latavia, and I'm just talking junk to her, being all crazy. There's Letice right there. And so I was like talking to her and just being crazy. I was like, have you tried to hire anybody yet? And she's like, well, I've been talking to a few people like my sister and some other people. I was like, well, it's your sister. You're probably not going to be able to convince her because it's your sister, right? And she's like, right. I was like, well, get me on with her. Get me on with her. And I was like, all right. So we get her sister on, Letice. And so Letice, and me and her had a good conversation. She taught me all sorts of words that I didn't know before. They're just slang where I was like, this is cool. So we had a real good conversation. I can't remember if we got into class that day or what, and I forgot all about this conversation. And lo and behold, up here at conference, she walks up and she's like, "You remember me?" I was like, "Of course I do. Remind me." She's like, "Remember we talked on the phone that one time?" I was like, "Oh my God." So like President's Club, we will help grow your team. So you send us sharp people, we'll help talk to them. We'll be an anchor line, another friend, another person to kind of just be here for them to help them grow in the alliance. So here's what I want you to do next. President's Club costs money. It's $99. If you are in a situation where $99 is going to prevent you from growing your business, aka buying leads or being able to buy gas and get to appointments, whatever you do, do not sign up for President's Club. Why? Because you need to put gas in the tank, right? President's Club is the turbocharger on your car. Like, it works really good with an already working engine. It works really bad if there is no gas in the car, like really bad. Okay, so if President's Club is going to take away from your ability to run the engine, don't do it. Invest in leads, invest in your business. But if you're in that position where you're like, yeah, I need to turbocharge some things, I'm going to need a website, there's some other crazy stuff we do. We'll pay you in President's Club with lead credit. So if you do 10,000, you get half your membership back. If you do 20,000, it's free. So if you wonder why all the top producers are in President's Club, it's because we give them money back for producing to be in President's Club. When you use the prescription card in President's Club, you get $1.50 back every time somebody uses your prescription card. So whether you're fully committed, sign up today. I'm going to send you a link. Ready? So the same number, that 336 number, if you want to text PC to that 336 number, it'll send you a link. Now, if you want, you know how you go to the ice cream parlor sometimes, and they're like, hey, which ones do you want to try? And they give you like a little taster of it before you got to buy the ice cream cone. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this. I'm going to give you all a taster of President's Club. So if you've already signed up for President's Club, good job on being bold, okay? Good job on being bold and investing in your business. If you're like, it sounds good, but I don't know if it's going to work, I'm going to give you a month free, okay? May is going to be free, and here's how you get free. You need to that same number, text the word free. And I will give you a month trial, a month taster. That's the ice cream taster to see if you like it. And we'll do everything we can to make sure you make money, to make sure you're successful with the alliance, to make sure you're fired up out of your dadgum mind. So again, text free to 336-343-4371 only if you're interested in growing your business and interested in doing President's Club. Don't just do it just to do it because I told you to do it. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. So what I want you to do, your call to action, is get with President's Club, get to know us. We can help grow your business. We're your friends. Our job is to help you make more money. That's all we want to do is help you make more money, help more people, and grow the Dadgum Alliance. I'm excited to see y'all in July. Let's grow this thing, baby. My name's Clay. It was nice to meet y'all.